5 separate occasions. Partner, I gotta ask, were they backed into a corner in accepting this challenge against Decay?
Well, you're absolutely right in that assessment. I mean, these guys want their titles back, and they don't care how they get it back. They just want to do it, and if they got to go into the Monsters Ball to make that happen, then by God, the Wolves are going to make it happen.
And keep in mind, the Wolves are the incumbent champions. Ooh! Everything's legal in Monsters Ball. Anything goes. No countouts. No disqualifications. You don't have to tag your partner in or out. It's just a brawl and a fight. And the last team standing will leave with the titles. And look at Crazy Steve.
Whoa. Into the steel barricade. When you talk about the Monsters Ball, as you mentioned, partner, this is a specialty match that is created and was made specifically for that monster right there, Abyss.
And the monster is looking for more weapons. Crazy Steve with a table. It's getting dangerous, folks. Monsters Ball for the World Tag Team titles continues after this. This is Monsters Ball for the World Tag Team titles. It's the Wolves. Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. Steel chair off the face of the Monster Abyss. The Wolves defending their titles against Decay. Oh!
Well, there's a meeting of the minds taking place. I noticed that when the Wolves went in with the chair, took out the Monster Abyss in the corner, he covered up. I don't care if this is your specialty match or not. Nobody likes to be hit across the head with a chair.
And now the Wolves strategically have a ladder in place. And they're going to tee off. Oh! 2 for 1.
Or 4.
Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards in control here of Monsters Ball. If you're Eddie and Davey, how much are you thinking about Rosemary on the outside with the tag team titles? If you're Rosemary or Abyss or Crazy Steve, how much are you thinking about the uninvited guests that we saw earlier when Decay was addressing the camera? Look at this!
And you were just talking about that, partner. You gotta know, a wonder, oh, he went through the table off the top rope.
Miss to the eyes of Davey Richards, and then Eddie Edwards crashes through the table courtesy of the Monster Abyss. And there's Janice.
One wolf is down on the outside through the table. The other wolf missed in the eye, down in the ring, and Abyss is getting in there with Janice.
Tables in shreds. How quickly has this match turned? How quickly has Decay seized control?
Talk about that home field advantage for the Monsters, and right now, we're witnessing it.
And Davey Richards avoids disaster there. Janice caught him in the turnbuckle. I don't know if Davey can see anything. Crazy Steve got caught, exploder suplex into the ladder. And Davey again going after his eyes. Davey just fighting on instinct alone here. That's Abyss got in mind, a choke slam in the center of the 6-sided ring.
Abyss right now could have went for a cover, but he opted not to.
Abyss can do a lot of things right now. Throwing steel chairs off of Davey Richards. Eddie Edwards hasn't moved outside the ring after going through the table.
One thing about the Monster Abyss, he just loves to inflict pain. He takes a lot of pain. He can endure a lot of pain, but boy, can he dish it out as well.
Look at the body of Abyss. It's all scarred up. That's from matches like this. It's from Monsters Ball.
This looks like he's been in several massacres, and, well, he has.
Eddie Edwards finally back to his feet. Eddie trying to get the Wolves back in this match. I don't know how Eddie Edwards is even on his feet right now.
Well, he wasn't on him for long.
Davey Richards starting to stir. Abyss is up on the second rope. A man that goes well over 350 pounds.
You don't see this too often from the Monster Abyss. Looks like like he's trying to set up for a superplex.
And Eddie trying to hang on, trying to fight back, trying to play defense. Body shots to Abyss.
Rapid headbutts by Eddie.
Remember, Abyss set up those chairs and the garbage can inside the ring, and it may backfire on Abyss.
Oh, look at this, the hand, the back of Abyss' hand into that trash can, not to mention all the chairs that he landed on.
One more look at Eddie Edwards turning things around with a powerbomb, and Davey Richards trying to flush his eyes, trying to gain his sight back.
Boy, just watching all of this has my body hurting, man. This is not a match for any athlete. This is a match for the toughest athletes. And in Impact Wrestling, we have just that. The biggest, the baddest, and the toughest athletes.
Big shots by Eddie Edwards, a third and fourth to Crazy Steve. How much damage is being done with his kendo stick from Eddie Edwards?
Eddie keeps swinging, don't give up for 1 second.
Oh, and a low blow by Crazy Steve. It's all legal in Monsters Ball. This is what the World Tag Team titles mean to these two teams. And Crazy Steve got caught. And the Wolves are fired up. Abyss is down and Crazy Steve. Oh! Taking the attack from the Wolves.
Nice assist with the chair. The double stomp from the top rope. The Wolves are clicking right now.
And Abyss is back up and floors the World Tag Team Champions.
Well, they were clicking.
And again, you talk about everything that the Wolves had to do to gain the early advantage, and it was just like that. They were shut down by Decay, and it happened again. And what in the world does Abyss have in mind now?
What is in that bag? Oftentimes we know it's the tax, but you just never know with Abyss because it's Monsters Ball. It could be anything in that bag.
I think we'll all know momentarily. Here comes Eddie Edwards trying to shut down Abyss. And Eddie rocks the monster outside the ring. Be careful there. It's a board with barbed wire.
OMG! He's going for it!
Oh, and Abyss hangs on. Abyss is going to try to choke slam Eddie Edwards. Here comes Davey, and there goes Abyss.
Oh, no! The barbed wire into the back of Abyss. Talk about a double shot of caffeine, partner, from the Wolves.
Take one more look. Abyss thought he had Eddie Edwards. Davey Richards had other plans, and Abyss is caught up in that barbed wire board. Crazy Steve has taken out Eddie Edwards, and now it's Crazy Steve who's hunting the Wolf.
Crazy Steve is setting up that chair. You gotta know, I call him sadistic, Steve. That's because right now, you know his thought process is very sadistic.
You never know what's going through the mind of Crazy Steve. You don't know what he's capable of. Eddie Edwards is going to feel that firsthand right now. I'm cringing, partner.
Oh, no. Let this go down.
Wait. It's Rosemary in the ring. What is she doing? She's stopping Steve.
Yeah, she stopped.
Just look at her. No. Rosemary. She wants to take this to another level. Those are tacks.
You gotta be kidding me.
Spilling off the face and the ear and the mouth and the eyes of Eddie Edwards. You can't do this.
Can you imagine if that tack went in his eye? Did you see when it fell there?
And Crazy Steve with a steel chair, and Eddie Edwards avoids disaster.
Thank goodness Eddie was able to remove himself from that situation.
Eddie Edwards still disturbed with Janice off the chair, off the face of Crazy Steve and Eddie.
He's still trying to remove the tax, partner.
Just a disturbing visual moments ago, and it continues with Rosemary here to Edwards. She was gonna miss Eddie. Rosemary was gonna miss Eddie like she did to Davey Richards earlier. Davey Richards.
Everything ain't what it appears to be, partner. Look, she's checking him out.
Davey Richards sucked the mist out of the mouth of Rosemary.
How clever of a tactic was that?
Oh no! And now it's the Wolves with the tax and the chair and Steve down, and the Wolves retain their titles in this gruesome affair.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and still tag team champions, the Wolves.
That's why it's called Monsters Ball. Look at the carnage at ringside. Abyss is still trapped in that barbed wire board. There's tacks all over the place, probably still inside the ear of Eddie Edwards. One of the best Monsters Balls you've ever seen. One of the most physical and gruesome and grotesque and hideous Monsters Ball that's ever